Um, what we're talking about today is again we're still talking about loneliness. Why? Because we're still experiencing it. And I made a video saying that like I'm not doing very good with just like doing like something to please others. So I need to just like free my mind before I could really like get back to that page. And we're gonna talk about today as well. Doing it alone can be hard, but that doesn't mean that it can't get done. And I'm like a prime example of that. Like, I'm working my ass off like a motherfucking dog. I will not ask nobody to throw me a bone because, like, one thing about people is here's the thing. I've learned to rely on myself due to the fact that, like, people are unpredictable. One day they might want to bat an eye for you, and then the next day they're throwing it in your face that I did this for you. You owe me this because I did this for you. When I was doing something for you out of the kindness of my heart, I never expected you to reciprocate that. So now when it's me asking you for something, oh now I'm this and I'm that and I'm obligated like I owe you one. Like no, I don't like when people do that. I don't like people who throw something you did for them back in your face. I don't like that. Another thing about people that I don't like and the reason why I rely on myself is due to the fact that well, sometimes they don't show up. Sometimes they don't show up. Sometimes they tell you they're gonna do this, they're gonna do this, do that, and then they just don't do none of it. And then you have to play the waiting game on this person because you put a responsibility on them that would have been done if you would have handled it yourself. I don't like that waiting game. I don't like doing that. That's why I said I'm not finna sit here waiting all day. I'm finna go do that myself just because I can, and I'm not finna wait on you because who are you? Just a stupid ass. But those are like two things why I don't rely on other people. It's like way more in depth than that. Like, it's always like a storyline behind things. But it's just like for me it's like people just they let me down is what it is. They let me down. I don't like being let down. And it's like if I tell myself I'm gonna go do something, I'm gonna go do it. When I said I want to go get my car, I went to go get that car. When I said I want to get a new phone, I went and got that new phone. When I said I want to go build my PC, I built that motherfucking PC. When I want something done, I will get it done. And that's what I like about myself. I don't have to wait on someone else. If I told someone, oh, can you help me get my PC? They have their own life to tend to as well. So they have all their things to do. And of course, in your life, your priorities are going to be on top and I'm on bottom. So I have to wait for you to come down this whole list of things. Also, why other things add to this list. Because again, every day different things happen. And then I'm sitting here at the bottom of the priority list and I got to wait for all this shit and more to be done before I get help with my thing. That's why I'm like, no, do that shit myself. And it's like that's why right now it's like with someone else, it's like you can break down the work. I get that. Like you start this part, I'll start that part, and it gets done faster, way easier. But the thing is, again, with me, it's like I can't keep letting myself get let down. That's why I told myself, like, if anybody's gonna let me down, let it be myself. If I build walls that are unstable, I'm the one who did that. There's no one to blame but myself. I knock that shit down, I pick it back up, do it again. That's how simple I want things to be for me. That's why it's like right now everything I want to do I have to take it step at a time. I don't have someone who I could be like, can you do this, and then I could focus on this. I don't have that. So everything I want to do, I have to do it one thing at a time, and I have to do it all by my own like ability and will. And that's fine. And I'll admit it is very tough sometimes. It is very tough, especially while working at a motherfucking McDonald's. Trust me, guys, I'm getting out there soon. Especially while working at McDonald's, it's like there's so much more. And it's like when you don't belong somewhere and you know that like you could do way more, you feel that shit. And right now I feel that shit. I'm like, what am I doing here still? Like I have so much potential, so much capabilities, and I find myself here. I gotta get out of here. And you know who's gonna do that for myself? Me, because I'm a worker. I am a hard worker. I rely on myself. I do all this shit by myself because at the end of the day, when I make it, you know what? One person's never gonna be able to say, I did that shit for him. I did that shit for him. No one's gonna say that. No one's gonna be able to say that they built me up. No, that was me. I built that shit. Brick by brick. I built the fucking brick, then I built the wall. I built the fucking everything. And I did that shit all by my motherfucking self. All by myself. And I want people to see that like, you hoes didn't want to help me, but now that I'm over here, now y'all want to jump on the bandwagon. No, where was he when we was trying to build the bandwagon together? Where was you for that part? You don't leave when it's crafty time, but then want to show up when the fucking project done. That's not how it works. That's why it's like I realize that's why I study people, because when I look at people, I'm like, can I keep you in my life? Like, do we benefit each other in the future? Like, do we go good together future wise? If they don't align, back up, back up, back up. Even with jobs, it's like when I feel like it's not aligning with what I'm trying to do anymore, it's like I'm out of there. And right now, it's like I'm out of there. But you know what? This is what relying on yourself is. And honestly, it's difficult, but that doesn't mean it can't get done. It's just gonna take the project a little bit longer, but at the end of the day, it'll get done. Maybe if it was two people, you guys would have started your second project already, but that's fine, because when you're one, you got to do it all by your own hands. So yeah, that first one took a little bit, but I'm still on getting to the second one at some point. I'm not in competition because we both end up in the same place anyways.